相手が人間だから不確定要素が多くて。
なあ、
そこの女子生徒、名前は？
モニカのトンジョ、俺と同じ生徒会役員ですよ、ボイド先生。
覚えた。
Another week, another episode of Silent Witch, my friends. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope that it was made better by this episode of Silent Witch, because it definitely was made better for me. This was another fantastic episode of Silent Witch. I think they are just nailing it. Real quick, I gotta put out a PSA. I put out a TikTok maybe like 2 days ago, and I basically said in the TikTok, I took a clip from another one of my reviews that I did, and I was like, hey, there's two really like hidden gem animes this season that people aren't really talking about. One, a little bit, but the two are very vastly different, but it's Secrets of the Silent Witch and the Mikadono sisters. And this one over here is romantic comedy, and it actually is, it's romance, but it's actually comedy. It's funny. And then Secrets of the Silent Witch is just like peak fantasy, I guess you could put it in, right? Like fantasy school genre, I guess it would be like fantasy kind of school, you know? But it's peak. It's so good. Like it doesn't miss. And I got some comments that were just like, those anime are not good. They're trash. And I'm like, yo, are y'all like, did you guys like play the episode like this? Like typically I can understand, like, I can empathize with not vibing with an anime for sure, right? There's several anime out there that are really, really popular that I don't like. But when it comes to these ones here, these ones are a little more niche, right? Like, I don't think somebody... Like, I can see somebody falling in, and when they fall into really popular anime, like, you know, you fall into, like, big names, like Solo Leveling, or Attack on Titan, or Sakamoto Days, or Mashle. Like, you can stumble into those anime because, like, they're everywhere, right? Like, people are just, like, fearing. Like, people are just, like, they're just talking about it constantly. Like, these are the things that, like, you know, every Twitter anime channel and stuff, like, they're making... Like, it's everywhere. So I can see people stumbling upon these anime, even if they're not really, that's not their interest or genre, and going, ugh, I didn't like this at all. For me, that was Fearin'. Like, I tried Fearin'. I watched 5 episodes, maybe 6 even. I don't know. I watched a handful of episodes, and I was like, it's not for me. But I still didn't just fall into that show. Like, I knew what it was going in. I read the synopsis. Watched the trailers. But I can see somebody, you know, stumbling into the really popular anime. But when it comes to these smaller ones, again, no one's talking about Secrets of the Silent Witch or the Mikadono sisters, right? Like, so you have to kind of go and be like, oh, you're scrolling through Crunchyroll, you're like, oh, what's this random anime? Let me just click on that. Or like you go into the genres in the categories of Crunchyroll or High Dive or like Amazon Prime or something, and then you see that you're like, oh, what is this, you know? Anyways, I was just so surprised. Regardless, though, let me talk about the episode. Episode 5, incredible. The episode started off with Monica and the cat, and they took down all of the attackers, and they saved the town, saved the village. Then it came up to Monica needing to choose her, what do you call it? She had to choose her electives that she's going to want to be a part in. So it was all about the student council kind of helping her choose electives. She ended up falling in with the prince, so she went to a magic school. What do they call it? Magic straight, magic something. Magic something. But they went to like some type of magic class, and Felix the prince isn't really good at it. So they went in, and the new teacher for that class, because Monica got the other guy fired because, you know, he was doing, you know, not good stuff, is her actual past teacher of this magic stuff. She ends up sneaking out of that class. Really, really funny stuff. But within that, you know, well, it's hilarious how she snuck out. But within that, we found out that one of the students has such a high mana level that he could be like a seven, whatever they call them, like the 7 whatevers, which was really, really cool. Then she gets dragged to chess because one of the other guys from the student council, they find her, they grab her, like, you're coming with me, Monica. And they take her to chess, and she does really, really well at it, and she's never played it before, and it was really cool. I think the The student council guy's name, I think his name's Elliot. I think his name's Elliot. Don't quote me on that. Again, super bad with names, but so she does the chess stuff and she loves it. And she's like, I don't know if I'm gonna pitch this as my elective. And then the last thing with the same Elliot guy is later on, he beats her in chess. He pulled a move that he shouldn't have done because he didn't want to lose. He didn't want to be a sore. He was a sore loser basically. They come across some people that are trying to infiltrate the school. They don't really spend a lot of time on them, like on the why or anything. But what they do spend time on is introducing us to another character. And that character's name was, let me see if I can find it here, Casey Grove. And she was a equestrian, basically like a horse rider. And apparently there's a equestrian class at the school as well, too. So she invites Monica to come and join us. So by the end of the episode, Monica ends up deciding she's going to do chess and she's going to do the equestrian class. And let me make sure I'm using that word right. Cause I'm 90%. I'm 90% sure that is it. Yeah, relating to horse rider. Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm 99% sure that that's the right word. But essentially, she's like, I'm gonna join that equestrian class as well too. So she does. So those are her two electives, and that's kind of what the episode was about. But it was filled with comedy. It was fun. It was all the Monica reactions with her like mama, like stuttering all over the place. Really fun, enjoyable, and I just think they really nailed it. So, and again, I was completely entertained. I think this was another 8 or 9 out of 10 episode. I would probably give this an 8 because like nothing bombastic necessarily happened, but it was still a fun episode. And really, the point of it was just her figuring out what elective she was gonna do while she's at school with Felix and whatever else. So, I don't know. The show has it's just done no wrong whatsoever. And I find that so intriguing that it's just one of the hidden, it's literally one of the hidden gems of the season, even though it's made by Katakawa and, big names behind it. I think the studio is Katakawa. Well, it's produced by Katakawa and Aniplex, and the studio is called Studio Gokumi. And Studio Gokumi has done anime like 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸𝐵𝐵. Oh my god, you guys need to watch 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸𝐵 if you guys never watched it. The other show that it did was a couple of seasons ago, which was The Dreaming Boys and Realists, which was a decent show. It recently did another show that came out, which was I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class. That one was, again, okay. It's doing the vending machine anime this season, which I think is not very good. Oh, it also did one of my favorite shows, which I will not name because you guys will judge me. you guys will judge me on that one. What else have they done? So they've done actually a lot of school related anime, it seems as well too, which is pretty interesting. Anyways though, so it has some decent names behind it, but Silent Witch, incredible. I'm looking at the My Anime List score right now. It's ranked a 7.97, so that is pretty damn good. 7.97 on My Anime List is really freaking high. If I look at the anime this season, let me see if I can look at the seasonal anime this season, just so I can kind of see what the scores are. If I look. Well, actually, people are rating stuff really high this season, which is a little crazy. But Shield Hero is like 7.35. 𝐜𝐴TIS, which is a really good show, is 7.92. So it's in that ballpark of 𝐜𝐴TIS, which I think is, I would say that's as good. Rented Girlfriend 6.21. So yeah, I mean that makes sense right there. Apocalypse Bringer 7. It should not be at 7. That shows a couple of cuckoos at 7. Oh my god, I hate that too. Anyways. Thank you guys so much for sticking around with me as I just rant about, I don't know, whatever. I'll see you guys next weekend for more Silent Witch. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Peace out.